Hey, you're right guys, Truth Munch is Joe here, and today we are watching, reacting to episode 9 of the Assassination of Gianni Versace, season 2 of American Crime Story, all that good stuff. The end of this season either way, and the end of the kind of story with Versace and Andrew Cunanan, which I've really enjoyed. Like, it's been interesting to go from episode 1 where I was like, oh okay, this is Andrew Cunanan, you know, Gianni Versace died pretty much in the first 10 or 5 minutes of that episode, which I was surprised by because I thought it'd be like more so about Gianni Versace and his story, and then I assumed that the finale would be his death. But it's definitely been more about Andrew Cunanan, and you know, we haven't had as much as Versace as I thought we were going to, but I don't think that's been a bad thing. And there's been 2 in particular absolutely incredible episodes, one of them being the last one. I changed my rating of that episode just to a 10 out of 10. I didn't have a flaw with it. I think it was actually a perfect episode. So that one was a 10 out of 10, and then I think it was episode 5, the backstory to Jeff and him in like the military. I felt like that was quite a sad episode, and that was done extremely well as well. So that was a 10 out of 10 as well. I think we had like 1 or 2 9s, then 8s, and then like 1 or 2 7s, I can't remember. But yeah, as I've said, prediction for this episode is we're going to kind of catch up now too, because we've had all of Andrew Cunanan's main life points now, I guess, up to this point. So I'm assuming it's just going to go back to where we left off in episode 1, which is after the assassination and kind of what happens to Andrew after that. Prediction as to what happens, he's definitely not going to get away with it, otherwise I would have seen something on Twitter about Andrew Cunanan escaped and all that shit. So either the police kill him, he kills himself, or he gets arrested. That's the 3 I'm going with. They're the only 3 outcomes. I don't see him like getting away with it, absolutely not. Even though Andrew Cunanan is smart, I don't think he's smart enough to just evade the police for like ever. So unless he went to live with his dad, I don't know, maybe that was like an option for him, and maybe that's why they set that up in a way. But like I say, this is real life events. They're not going to be like planting seeds for a finale that they could conjure up. They have to follow fact at some point. But I think like for 90% of this, it's been very accurate, most people have said, so that's good to see. I like when a story is following a real life event and it tries to be as accurate as possible. And like, I get they're going to have scenes and moments that are for TV. Like I think one of the scenes in the last episode where he's talking to his dad and he grabbed the knife. Like, there's no way anyone really could know that would happen unless the dad spoke about it. But I don't know, did the dad speak about it? I guess maybe they could have found the dad, I don't know. So maybe he could have spoke about it, but I don't know. It just seems like one of those things where they probably hyped it up for TV kind of thing. I could be wrong. But who knows, maybe. I know there's a website out there that kind of goes side by side, scene by scene on how accurate it is, so I need to read up on that in a bit more detail, I think. So I loaded up the page, but I didn't want to get spoilers for kind of what happened to Andrew, so I'm just going to come back to that. But yep, episode 9, guys. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I've actually started OJ Simpson as well. I'm not reacting to it, but I have been watching that off camera. I'm 2 episodes into that, and that's really good as well. So I'll let you know my thoughts on that in, I don't know, on Twitter or something, I guess. But yeah, episode 9, guys. Let's do this. July 15th, 1997. The big finale. There we go. Gianni, no! Oh, fuck. Let's do this again. No. No. Do it. Save it. That's mad. He just did that in broad daylight. Is this just some random person's house? Oh, mad. That, he's buzzing. Does he just care about that he's on TV kind of thing? This is why nowadays they tell you not to, like, not idolise killers, not show their face on the news and stuff, because a lot of killers, that's what they want.
2 months. You had 2 months. You had his name, his photo. What did he have? The money he stole from Lee?
We've been looking for him.
In fact, they were warned about him.
And where is he
like
now?
Days before he killed Versace.
I won't say his name.
And he's got his next car. They're making this easy for him. Oh fuck! You've botched it, mate. You ain't getting out, mate. Just swim. Just swim out to another island. Oh, he ain't happy. He ain't a happy chappy. Oh, dude, I feel bad for the mum. It's almost night time. He's like evaded for another day.
He wanted you to know about being born alive.
I guess that's part of why he did it.
He's not hiding.
He actually isn't.
He's trying to be seen.
My god, now he's just broke into a boat. Is he gonna boat away? Oh my god. Yeah, she knows.
You still have a chance to show the entire world the side of you that I.
Yeah, I don't think the world would want to see the nice side of Andrew. He's got no food, he can't even go buy any food. Oh, grim. Actually grim. He's gonna eat the dog food. Oh! Oh, he's actually gonna talk to his dad.
Do you have a call? Please don't cry.
Mad.
Men don't cry, remember?
Oh, men don't cry. Yeah. Forgot that, sorry. I failed miserably then.
I'll be on my way.
Yeah.
Where are
That'll
you?
happen.
On 54th Street on Collins.
Oh, his dad's gonna tell the police, maybe.
24 hours.
No.
Hold you in my arms.
No, I don't trust this.
Like I used to.
How happy he is thinking his dad's gonna actually come. He's either just not gonna show up or he's gonna tell the police.
Of course he's innocent.
Oh my
My
god.
son is not. He was a perfect boy.
Unreal. This dad really be the scummiest of the scum. I mean, Andrew is the scummiest of the scum as well, but Darren Blaine's playing him, so it's hard.
Andrew was very particular about the title. Can you share it?
Unreal.
We're in early discussion.
He's gonna go kill his dad.
I can make the deal.
Well, I mean, yeah, that works.
My brother should be alive.
Oh, here we go, my favourite character. She's scum. She's scum. Like, how does she not just grasp the idea that him and Versace loved each other and want... Oh, and now he's actually downing the meat. Okay. Oh, yo, he's got like a beard. Oh, wow! What the fuck is... Oh, yo, he's shaving it there. Mad. It looks so different. I've never seen Darren Criss with like no... Well, not no hair, but... What the fuck? Look at this guy, Jack Bauer over here. Damn it, Chloe! Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Yes, mate! Take that cover! Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
For more of this developing story, we go live to Miami.
That's how quick he got found. God, I thought there's actually a kid just sat there. What the fuck? Oh, he's gonna kill himself. Oh, fuck. That's mad.
I'm so happy right now.
Oh, he did it. He did it.
They'd smile at you and say, oh, sure, sure. And then what
It's
if
from Ep 1, wasn't it?
the first person that truly believed you? We could go get dinner tomorrow. I could take you to Stars. We could talk some more about my novel.
I wish. But I leave San Francisco soon. It's so much to do. Another night.
Wow. So this actually happened? This year? Jesus. Oh, mad. There you go. That's how it ended. Like I say, it was either he was gonna die or get arrested. What are you doing? Mad. All of them. Did he kill himself? I don't know what happens to this guy. For fuck's sake. Well, he's still alive. He's still alive. Okay. Okay. That's because Donatella just turned her back on him. Like, I guess she's like grieving, but she could have still been with him. Oh, what the fuck? That's a mad shot. And that's where Andrew Cunanan is, just in this, I don't know, forest of people, I guess. Okay. I think I wanted a bit more with the last scene. I felt like there should have been a bit more. I kind of wanted them to focus on everyone that was obviously murdered, because this is what the true tragedy is, all these people that have died because of Andrew Cunanan. I wish it just kind of focused on everyone. Yeah, focused on Versace at the end, but I wish it kind of went across. I guess they had Lee in there a little bit, but the guy that he randomly shot, the truck driver, we didn't even get a mention of him in this last episode. We had a bit of David and Jeff, but we did kind of focus on those two a bit more. But yeah, there we go, guys. That is the finale of Versace. Very, very good. I think this was like just the kind of, you know, end. Well, it was the ending of the story, and you know, it got that across. And it wasn't my favorite episode of the show. I'd probably give it, if I was to give it a rating, I'd say an 8 out of 10. Like, I think it was a really good episode, but it was definitely just kind of the ending of Andrew's life and wrapping up with Versace as well, and him having. I don't know, I felt like there should have been another 5 minutes in there, though. I don't know. I get what they're trying to do, whereas like Versace was, you know, in his family home and buried there, and people were mourning him, and he had his big funeral where Andrew really had no one there. It's kind of sad in a way. I'm not saying like I feel sad or sorry for Andrew. I don't know, maybe I kind of do a little bit. Like, seeing his life play out here, you kind of have to feel, like, obviously, what he did was terrible, and I'm not disputing that, he's a terrible person, but I don't know if this is, like, say, to do with Darren Blaine's performance. Darren Blaine, Jesus. Darren Blaine. How did he even come up with that? That's quite a cool name, Darren Blaine, but Darren Chris's performance, I absolutely understand why he won an Emmy for this. He was incredible. Because I've only seen him in Glee, obviously. I've not seen him in anything else. But I've seen him in Hollywood, actually, as well. So, Hollywood as well. But this was just a standout, absolutely. And I think it maybe was to do with his performance over, you know, the actual story of Andrew. But either way, I think, like, the story of him is a sad one. Like, him just wanting to be recognised and loved. And then as soon as you got, like, the backstory with his dad, kind of put things into perspective a lot as well, and how scummy his dad actually was. Even right till the end, where he just did the interview to try and gain some brownie points. It was just like, God, you're really just scum of the earth. And like I say, it's like one of those things where he could have gone down 2 pathways, and he just chose the wrong one. And I mean, this whole like, a name you'll always remember and stuff like that. It's very weird in a way what he wanted, and he got that, I guess, but just went around terrible ways of doing it. It's a sad story. It's a sad story, but I kind of wish they'd focused a bit more on the murders at the end instead of just like Versace, because it is about them as well. Like, you have 4 other people who were murdered, and I get, like, I'll let them have Lee, to be fair, because he did mention some of the good stuff Lee did in the end with I don't know her name, but his wife at the end. So I'll give them fair play for that one. But yeah, I kind of predicted that he was either going to kill himself, be shot by the police. I think if he was arrested or got away, I would have heard about it. But so I kind of went with that. And he ended up killing himself at the end there as well, which I just don't know how to feel about that. So yeah, I'll go an 8 out of 10 for the episode. I think it was good, not as strong as some of the other episodes in this show, but I've been very, very impressed. I think in terms of like Ryan Murphy projects, if you want to, because he's done so much, like Glee, Hollywood, this, American Horror Story, The Politician, which I've not seen, but he's obviously been involved with that. I'd say this is technically the best thing that I've seen from him. Like American Horror Story was gone on for way too long. Like the first 2 seasons of that are really, really strong, but it just goes on for way too long. Glee is more enjoyable than this for sure, and I do prefer Glee to this. But I'm talking in terms of like technically the best thing he's done. I'd say this is that. The direction for all the episodes was amazing. The music was great. The acting, for the most part, was very strong. There's some performances in there that are a little bit like, okay, hit and miss in some scenes. And I think I like the kind of idea of how they told the story, like going back in time every episode. It's made it something that I've seen, you know, films and TV shows do that before. It's not like a unique idea, but I think it worked for this show, because I'm watching OJ and that's in order, like that's chronological order of what actually happened in events. So I wonder what made them think, oh, okay, so for this season we're just going to do it like in reverse, and every episode will be kind of going back in time in a story. But I think it was a good decision to do that for sure. From this episode was obviously in chronological order, and then episode 1, and then from episode 1 onwards it was all the back in time kind of things. But the standouts for me was episode 5 and episode 8. Absolutely, those 2 were incredible episodes, and we didn't have a bad one. There wasn't like a bad episode. I think the weakest was 7. Was it 7? I can't remember if it was 7. But even that was like good. Like, there wasn't like an entirely bad episode in there. So yeah, I guess Versace's not husband, but what was his name? I always blank on his name for some reason. I really shouldn't, because I've said it about a billion times. Antonio. I guess he lived. He did try to kill himself there at the end, because everyone just turned their back on him, which was scummy. But I'm guessing he lived. Lived at the end. So the episode I was on about was Episode 8 was a 10. Episode 7 was a 6. So yeah, that was the weakest by far. Episode 6 was an 8. Episode 5 was a 10. Episode 4 was a 7. Episode 3 was a 9. Episode 2 was an 8. And episode 1 was an 8. And I'd give this one an 8 as well. So yeah, episodes 8 and 5 banged. Episode 7 was the weakest. And then the rest were either good or great. So, and then episode 3 I actually really enjoyed as well. The Lee Miglin kind of backstory on how he died and stuff. So fair play to Darren Criss for this as well. This is mad. Like, I don't know how he's just so good in this role. I'm so glad he won an Emmy for this. I'm so glad. But yeah, there you go, guys. As for the show rating, actually, I'm going to go a 9 out of 10 for the Assassination of Gianni Versace. I was so impressed by this, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Like, I wasn't really going to do this, but then when I saw it was 9 episodes, and obviously I had a few requests for it, I thought I might as well, and I'm very glad that I did. So I'll go 9 out of 10 for this one, and like I say, follow me on Twitter, and I'll probably update you guys on what I think of OJ when I finish that. So yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and follow the episode down below in the comments, and I'll see you next time for whatever show. I know they have a season 3 of this coming out. I might do it depending on what the theme of it is and how well received it is, but we'll see on that. So yeah, until then guys, take care, peace.